Right. This is going back towards the river on the other side of Sunnybank Road. You just have to do a slight diversion around this mill to pick up the path again. And then it's heading leftwards by the river. As you can see, the river's flowing in quite an open plain here as we approach Lees Road. Lees Road was actually built as an unemployment relief road to provide work for people in the area during the cotton famine caused by the American Civil War, and still serves a useful purpose today, of course. And the horses appreciate this area. And this is looking down from Lees Road onto the River Medlock, flowing into its next culvert to take it in under the road. Hello again. Well, we've jumped from late spring to the early summer here to midsummer, to continue our exploration of the River Medlock. Here's Abbey Hills Road, the border between Oldham and Tameside. And we're continuing down the valley this way, following the Medlock Valley Way, and I expect this to be scenically the best section. So you can see at this point you've got quite a wide flood plain and view up to the hillside where stands Hartshead Pike Monument. Well, in the middle of this field we've got a rather strange structure, almost like a bus shelter. Not sure what its purpose is, but it's not very approachable. We'll have to skirt round the mud. Yeah, here the path has taken us right back down to the riverbank, and you can see where the Medlock has cut its merry way through a real S-shaped bend as it heads towards this wooded valley, which is known as Rotcher Vale. After a slightly rough passage through that patch of woodland where the path's got a bit overgrown.
I think slightly is an understatement.
I didn't say slightly, I said a bit. You get to the top end of the curves in the Medlock, and helpful way markers show you the way forward. You can see that your way forward through Rotcher Vale is absolutely gorgeous, especially when the heather's in bloom, adding a bit of purple colour to the scene. Northern Rotcher is a deep narrow gorge formed by an overflow from the mountain glaciers. This cut through the bedrock, leaving interesting outcrops full of clues to the past. Layers of shales, sandstones, mudstones and siltstones are typical of the succession seen in the coal measures. At one time, high quality coal was mined here, and you can see many old shafts which have been fenced off. I think we're probably passing one of the fenced off shafts that they were talking about. All grassed over, but I suspect there might be a deep hole there to fall down. And, and likewise here. Well, this really is a lovely little stretch. And now we've got some crags above us to take a look at as the gorge narrows. Very close to the Medlock again here, just to our left.
only like a foot away from it now.
Yeah. This is a point where you can have a paddle if you fancy it. And
Well, it's clear.
the current is quite strong, but I don't think it's going to knock you over. And the path does a little bit of rock climbing.
It looks very, very clear today.
It does.
It's probably not drinkable, but I wouldn't ride it.
No. Yes, a wonderful spot this. And just round the bend, the crags get even more impressive.
Well, I think we're coming up to a bit of a waterfall here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, I think there's a weir at the end of this little stretch.
We have a weir here.
Yeah, the old jokes are the best.
The iconic IMCSG catchphrase. Never get any subscribers for putting that on a shirt.
Actually, the weir here is quite a short drop, but just enough to generate a bit of power. And as you can see, the path cuts right across the rock.
Looks like people have sort of dammed the river up a tiny bit here.
Yeah, possibly. Maybe they were trying to make a way to get across. Maybe there's a bit of a path on the other side, but we're going to stick on this one.
Oh, that blends in a bit.
Right.
Kind of
Okay. And just past that, you've got a lovely avenue of trees to walk through.
oh, man.
And the first person we've passed coming the other way. And shortly afterwards, we've got our first bridge crossing over the Medlock for a while. Hello.
You don't have to go out.
Oh right, okay. And these look like railway sleepers across this bridge. I think, well, I was just saying these look like railway sleepers, so I'm wondering if it was, there was a railway branch somewhere near here. This is where scenery will shortly give way to history. You now continue on along the other side of the river in the same direction on a high bank above it, and again this is beautiful.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
And soon, as Simon catches up, a little weir and a little bridge announce your arrival at the hamlet of Park Bridge. As you can see here, they once had a post office.